A Day in the Life looks at Clubhouse Gibraltar, who deals with that very important issue of mental health. Let's go inside and take a more in-depth look at exactly what it is they get up to. Marianne, we're in a lovely little room inside these brand new premises here at Clubhouse, which are stunning, by the way. You're a mental health
support worker.
And
I'm also a mental health first aid instructor.
Mental health first aid instructor.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what that encompasses, what your role is here, and what you do on a daily basis.
Okay, so here in Clubhouse, the staff members have a very generous role. So members come, people with mental health issues or history of mental illness, become members and they take part in running of Clubhouse. So the 3 departments or 3 units, let's say, is charity shop, hospitality, and business and admin. So throughout a day, I am under the charity shop units. I manage it. So we have our members of staff and our members. We come in every day, we assign tasks, and together we run the charity shop, as well happens with all the other units within Clubhouse.
So there are, 7 members of staff?
7 members of staff.
And everybody else, how many members do you have now?
I think we're just gone over 200.
200?
Yeah.
Okay. So for people who are wondering how Clubhouse could help them and how it could be a part of their life, to better their life, what would they have to do?
Well, first of all, become a member. We do need someone to have a mental illness, either diagnosed by the GP or by mental health services in Gibraltar, and they need to come in, complete an introduction form, become a member, and then it's about them coming on a voluntary basis. There's no enforcement obligation to come on a certain number of days or every day. It's completely voluntary, and they take part in their own recovery journey. So as much as they feel they need, or as much as they're comfortable with. Some people don't really want to spend 5 days in one place, or they want to take it slowly to start off with. It really depends on the person.
And if they're coming in and they don't necessarily want to work towards employment, but just towards better mental health and create relationships, because they're stigmatized, aren't they?
And not everybody's looking for employment. And so it's about leading a personal, satisfying life and feeling that you are productive, that you can give back, even if it's within Clubhouse or within your community. That sense of worth is very important. By coming to Clubhouse and gaining those skills within your work-ordered day, be part of something running Clubhouse, is that there's a lot of value in that. Even if you don't want to work and have sort of a job status, by coming here, you have a routine, you have that sense of belonging and something to do. The alternative is to be at home, which isn't really healthy or good for anybody. It's quite isolating.
Caroline, you work in the storeroom and then you bring them through to the shop. So that's a lot of jobs there that you deal with.
It's hard work, but it's most enjoyable. I love doing it.
You do? And what kind of donations do we get here at Clubhouse?
All sorts.
Right.
You know, you can get canteens of cutlery to, we've had wedding dresses, ball
wedding
gowns.
Dresses? Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And, you know,
everything,
various
clothes.
designs, anything that people want to donate.
Is it very, very busy here? Do a lot of people come in and buy on a daily basis?
Yes, usually there's quite a bit. We can, I think, take about £100 in a day, sometimes more.
Well, that all counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, every penny counts. I love coming in to do it. It gets me out of bed in the morning. Small, but holds a lot.
It does, doesn't it? And it's really well organised. Like, this is obviously your men's section.
Men's section.
So you break everything up. So
Yes,
men and boys.
Trousers and boys there.
Boys' t-shirts and bits.
T-shirts.
It's great.
Everything.
I like the fact that you've got even a fabulous little changing room here. That works really, really well. You've got some books as well, and Caroline, I'm going to pull these out because this is a funny one.
They are very popular, actually.
Are they
I
very
don't know
popular?
why. I call them clodhoppers, but but they're very popular. We had quite a few in.
Wow!
And they've been selling. We had about half a dozen pairs of them, and they've all gone. That's the last
Wow, that's great. Caroline, what's Clubhouse done for you here?
pair. It's got me out of bed in the morning, and it's given me a sense of purpose. And the people here, the staff, they don't judge you or anything, and they're always ready to listen. And I tell you, if it hadn't been for some of the staff here, I wouldn't be here today.
That's good to know. If you had a message to people out there struggling with mental health issues, what would it be?
Come to Clubhouse. They don't judge you. They're kind, the staff are, and they go to the ends of the earth, basically, for you. And it's just lovely here, and everybody's so friendly, and the members are good because we're all in the same boat, so it's a wonderful place to come. And people coming to the charity shop, the public, it's good because they can sometimes pick up a jolly good bargain.
So Clubhouse really isn't about just a social life. It's part of it. It's one of the parts of. But even within those social aspects, they will still have things to do because we run together, members of staff alongside members. So even the social nights, we have to wash up, we have to leave the premises clean, we have to ensure that the door is being open and closed properly. We need a certain number of things that even organizing the social event entails a bit of work. So even as much as the social aspect is to enjoy ourselves, there's also the work around it that it entails for it to carry out. But for someone, let's say someone who's in employment that wants support and wants to come to Clubhouse, there is still something here for them.
So they all get involved, basically.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to be in a situation, hopefully not, where your membership is exhausted? 200 people's a lot of people already, isn't it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It all depends. Sometimes we have members that are sort of well in the recovery, but we don't ever sort of end their membership. That's up to them. They may remain members, and we do keep in touch with them. They do get our monthly newsletter. They do get a phone call every now and again. They do come to events. Or sometimes they have a bad day and they still come to us. So we never really have 200 members here at any one time. For 7 members of staff, it would be impossible.
Yeah.
But we do have an odd 30, 40 members coming in and out throughout the day. Mental Health Awareness Week is in May. And World Mental Health Day is in October.
Is in October, and this month is
Suicide Prevention
Month. All these issues are very, very big in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
How do you think Clubhouse plays a part in making things better?
Well, not only by the services we provide. We have an open door service, which is open to the public. So you don't have to be a member to access support. So we do have a service where people can come in and have a chat with us. And it's important that people are aware that we have that service. As well, we like to be out and people to know what we're about, and raising awareness and normalizing the conversation.
That's key, surely.
That's key.
Normalizing the conversation.
Absolutely. I mean, I realize when I deliver courses that some people are a bit surprised at the tools that I provide them with to have those conversations. So I wouldn't really feel comfortable. But we need to ask those questions, have those difficult conversations, because if not, it's scary.
¿Cómo llegaste aquí?
Por el año pasado la depresión, pasó un año y de tanto insulto y tantas cosas, yo me cortaba los brazos. El año pasado me corté y llamé y me llevaron a Ochumbios y me mandaron aquí. Al principio no venía, no salía de casa, nada más que salía para mis cosas, mis mandados, no salía de casa para nada. Pues no tenía autoestima, me sentía como no valía como persona, como me dicen a mí, que me hacía sentir como si yo fuera una basura. Y después más adelante, en octubre, empecé a venir aquí. Poco a poco me fui recuperando, cada vez más me recuperaba y ya después, este año, empecé a recuperarme cada vez más, y ya después me recuperé del todo. Tengo a veces mis momentos, pero estoy mucho mejor, lo pasé muy mal.
Y cuando tú viniste aquí a Clubhouse, ¿qué es lo que hicieron ellos para ayudarte?
Me hablaron, puedo hablar de one-to-one, empecé a recuperarme poco a poco y después recuperé la alegría, poco a poco fui recuperando.
You seem a lot happier.
Now, yes.
What do you do here in Clubhouse?
Sometimes I help, ayudo a Glenn en la cocina, me pongo a pelar batata, a veces hago los toilets, me pongo en la tienda, me pongo a ayudar en el storeroom, me pongo a fregar, a veces a hacer cosas. Encontramos una persona, me vean que es muy buena y Ana, todos han sido muy buenos conmigo.
What would you say to other people que han pasado por algo parecido?
Que no lo aguanten, que salgan de una relación que no lo aguanten o lo denuncien, que lo sigue viniendo por muchos años más.
Good. Pues nada, I wish you the best of luck. I hope it all works out for you.
Members of staff and other members won't ask each other, so what is your diagnosis? Simply because we are focusing on the wellness. We're focusing on them as individuals, on who they are, not on what's making them unwell and, oh, you're ill today, and how's your... It's not about that, it's about the road to recovery, the holistic approach.
Marianne, looking towards the future, we all know here in Gibraltar that mental health has been and is a big issue, and trying very hard to put many things in place to make things easier for people who struggle with these things. 111, explain a little bit about that.
So 111 is a service the GHA has put in place, which if you are a person who you're concerned for yourself, or you're a family member or member of the public, you can call and say this, I'm worried about myself, or I don't feel well, or you can say I'm worried about this person who is not feeling well, and then they have a triage system. So we have received from some of our members who have called. Some of us, we have called for our members as such, they needed support and we've called for them, and we found it to be very, very good. There's been great response from the service.
So it's working for you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a great positive.
It's a very new service and it seems to be working really well, and we are really happy, and that is coming into effect because it is a service that will help. I mean, you don't want to, sometimes if you're not well, the last thing you want to do is wait at the GP, then be referred, and so on and so on. It just makes the process so much easier.
Okay, Glenn, I've come to join you in the kitchen for a couple of minutes because you are the man that, with the members, make lunch and offer breakfast and get them involved in this area of Clubhouse. So tell me a little bit about that. I'm going to help you out, by the way.
Yeah, of course. All the help is fantastic. Yeah, in Clubhouse we have got a menu that we make with our members, depending on what donations we get that week. We get a lot of donations from the community, like Morrison's and M&S and places like that. So we incorporate that into cooking to keep the prices low. And
that's
then
good.
we've got members serving members, so peer-to-peer support, which is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
The menu changes every single week. Members get to put what they want on there and get to help cook that, and it's absolutely fantastic. We have a great time here. We keep the energy up. We've got music blasting, and it's just a fun time. It really is.
Have you found any master chefs amongst the members?
We have got a couple of budding master chefs just waiting in the wings. We also do TPs, which is fantastic.
TPs?
Yeah, temporary employment placements.
Oh,
so
okay.
when our members have built up a little bit of confidence here, what they can then go and do is have a temporary employment placement down in our sister charity, Positive Pathways in Ocean Views. We've got a cafe down there, and they get a 6 to 9 month contract where they can just sort of ease the way into work. So we've got a couple waiting in the wings for those temporary employment places at the minute.
How many people do you get in for your lunches and stuff and your
Well,
events?
for lunch today we have got about 20 people, so we're cooking regularly for 20 people. A lot of cleaning to keep in a really nice standard, so it's hygienic and healthy, so there's a lot of cleaning to be done. And there's also the budgeting, there's the shopping, there's a whole host of different transferable skills that we pass on to our members here.
I mean, Michael is how old?
20.
20! So there is an element of youngsters that come here from the age of 19 onwards. You have a lot?
Yeah, we've got a really nice group of young people, and we're trying to grow that group. We call our young persons group the Hive, and it's absolutely fantastic. We do a lot of fun things. We do trips out. We do things like water balloon roulette. We went up to the rock to see somebody's actual beehive. It's one of the few beehives on the rock.
I didn't even know we had beehives on the
rock.
rock.
We do, and it was just an absolutely fantastic experience. So we try and get people out.
How would a young person like Michael approach Clubhouse?
Young people have got to be referred by a mental health professional. So if people were struggling with mental health, maybe a first step would be a doctor or a social worker, and then get referred to Clubhouse. And it's as easy as that. It doesn't cost anything to be a member. There's no time limit to be a member, which is absolutely fantastic. One of my favourite things, which a member of staff, my shift partner Jack, said, the thing he likes most about Clubhouse is we're a constant in people's lives. When people get better or well, they don't leave the service, and they can still pop in for a cup of tea, and if they find themselves in a difficult situation, they can always come back after they've recovered or been well. So I like to think we're a constant in people's lives. We offer constant support, no matter what day of the week it is. Well, obviously not Saturdays and Sundays, but they can come in, grab a cup of tea and speak to a member of staff and grab some fantastic low-cost food. It's also very, very, very rewarding.
Yes.
Like getting to make something with your hands, and also getting to serve your peers something that you're absolutely proud of and that you absolutely loved making is just fantastic.
Kira, we've come up to the Clubhouse office. This is kind of like a hub in itself, isn't it? Because this is where it all happens with regards to the accounting and your paperwork and your admin and your computer stuff. And you're more involved with that. You're 19, you're a young girl, you've come to Clubhouse as a member. Tell me how all of that evolved.
I was lacking support within Gibraltar, and I felt quite alone and vulnerable. And so I heard about Clubhouse, and I decided to come one day and see what it was all about, because I hadn't really heard about it, and I wanted to see what they could offer. And things progressed, and I've become more in tune with the members and the staff here, and it's become like more of like a second family for me.
In your particular case, what kind of support did you need? Because a lot of people probably think, young, free, single, you know, what possible cares could she have in the world?
So at the time I was going through quite a tough time in school. I was going through my A-levels and I didn't have any support really within Gibraltar. So I was more looking for someone to like offload and to let out how I was feeling, because I felt quite angry and insecure with the world in general, and it can be quite a scary thing for a young adult, feeling so many emotions and not understanding. So being able to come to a place that understands people that feel those kinds of emotions definitely reassures you to know that it's okay not to be okay, and there's people there that are willing to listen and help.
Do you use the hive, the actual activity?
Yeah, I was actually one of the first members to actually create the hive.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah,
so
I was
this
in
was
one
born
of the,
from you.
Yeah, I was actually the one that was in the first meeting, and we planned so much. God, it was a long time ago now, and yeah, the hive has come a long way. We have so many new members. You're in a room with staffs who are youths themselves, and with other youths who are my age, and we can all relate to each other. So we can talk, we play games, we go for outings. It's really, really nice.
And one of those outings is, of course, you have a love of horses and animals, and we were talking to Glenn downstairs, and he said that you arranged for people to go up and horse ride, which is lovely.
Yeah, because I have my own horses, and it's always been something that Clubhouse have wanted to do, is come and take some of the members to come and see the horses, because horses can be incredibly therapeutic animals. So to be able to take some of the members to go for a ride, to stroke the horse, it's very, very good for your mental health, and like it was a really good day.
So you've had this support network around you for a while now. You're feeling much better in yourself, a lot more confident, and you're about to take a massive adventure on board, which is going to uni.
Thankfully, Clubhouse, you're able to reach Clubhouse wherever you are. So they've offered for me to call them, you can Zoom them. But I'm very fortunate that my uni mental health team are really, really good, and they've already started supporting me and getting ready for the move, because it's a huge move.
Huge.
I'm moving my horse over with me.
Tell us what you're studying.
I'm studying equine science. So
okay, nobody's going to know what that is.
So within equine science, you can branch off to various different things. So you can do equine nutrition, equine therapy, breeding, sports, and the horse, and the mechanisms that the horse have, like the muscular system.
Terribly interesting.
It is incredibly interesting.
And you've made Gibraltarian history, because there is no one else that does it.
Yeah, I'm the first ever, so...
Yeah, a lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
Emily, my first time in your new premises, I'm so impressed. I mean, you must be so proud of this. It was well worth the wait?
Yes, definitely. You know, all these years looking forward, and yeah, this is really a place that, you know, we couldn't have done any better, really. We need to get the word around that this is not a place where you come if you're ill. The focus is all on health and well-being. It's about getting on in life. I mean, in a clubhouse, you become a member. Nobody becomes a member of a doctor's clinic or a hospital. And this is the clubhouse mentality is there, so that you take ownership, responsibility, be part of the support structure that you'd like to see. And members are part of the decision-making process. No, I'm really proud of my team. There's now 7 staff members, and yeah.
Retirement, maybe?
We're looking forward to accreditation, and that's one of the milestones that, you know, need to happen before I retire. And hopefully we will be getting an accreditation visit in January next year. So
so it could be on the horizon. Well, a well-deserved rest, Emily.
Really proud to have been able, you know, to have pushed it forward and still be alive to see the results and see it blossoming. And yes, I am training a team for the future so that this can continue for future generations long after I've left this world.